Hey, good morning, Mountain and Beyond. It is Kona Coffee Batman mug time, which means it is Mondays on the Mountain with Pastor Ken. I am so glad that you're tuning into this today. I've got a topic that very uncharacteristically of us around here is it's a one-off. And what I mean by that is usually I walk through like series and books and things like that. And this Sunday, if you were here yesterday, you heard me say this. This Sunday, I was really intent on starting our First Things series. For the past few years, we've just gone through a series of a few weeks talking about God's emphasis on disciplines and prioritization. And at the beginning of a year, it's so important that we just kind of have these things lined up. And we're going to jump into that this coming Sunday. But this last Sunday, yesterday, I knew beyond a shadow of a doubt that God had given me a topic to focus on. And I can't tell you how very strongly I feel about this. And this is kind of 101, but I called the sermon A Hunger for Holiness. And we went to the book of James. The book of James is written by Jesus' half-brother. And Martin Luther, the father of the Protestant Reformation, did not like James because he said it was an epistle of straw, a letter that burns up. He thought that James was attaching things onto the gospel of Jesus Christ and the blood of Jesus Christ. There's never anything in salvation that goes, it's the cross and. Salvation is only the grace and mercy of Jesus Christ. There's nothing you can do to earn it or lose it. It is grace and grace alone. It's faith and faith alone that saves us. But James says it this way. James says, if you have a faith that doesn't change your life, then that faith is dead. You guys know that in James chapter 2. It says, faith without works is dead. And so my real strong compulsion and encouragement to the people that were here yesterday was addressing your hunger for holiness. Listen, if you don't have a desire to be more like Jesus, the Bible would say this, there's a very strong chance you haven't met him. Now, works and holiness are not a requirement or even a prerequisite of salvation ever. But if there has been salvation taken place in your life will look different. And that's not oppressive. That's not to put onto you white-knuckled behavior modification. That is to say there's a kind of faith out there in Jesus Christ that changes everything about us. I've heard these stories my entire life. My grandfather was one who Jesus kind of reached out to him in a dream, and my praying grandmother, and he woke up a different man. I had all these examples that we talked about yesterday. I'll encourage you to go back and watch that sermon of people who encounter Jesus Christ and things change. And my sermon was this: don't you want to know a Jesus like that? Don't you want to know a God that steps into your life and isn't just part of your life? He's everything, and he changes everything. When you come to Jesus Christ, you are not forfeiting your life. You're accepting in return for your ways a much, much better life. So if faith without works is dead, where's your faith at today? That's my question. Does your faith in Jesus Christ touch areas of your life, change things, bringing in the stuff we talked about in Advent, joy, love, hope, peace? Like, these are the things that faith in Jesus Christ affords us. So as we go into this week that is marked with new, we're stepping into a brand new season, a brand new year, exciting things. The old is gone, the new has come. Would we consider charging into this new year full of faith in Jesus that is evident in the way you think, the way you speak, the way you feel, the way you do life? Faith without works is dead, but a faith that precipitates newness inside of you is alive and active, and you want it. I love you, church. I'm praying for you. Have an amazing New Year's week. I hope that is marked with so many things that are exciting, and you're pumped about what's coming. I believe that 2026 is going to be a markedly great year for the Church of Jesus Christ, especially the Church of Jesus Christ in Salt Lake City. And ponder these things. How does your faith in Jesus look today? I love you guys. Have a great week. I'll see you on Sunday.